Hello, beautiful people. Happy Christmas to all of you. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas wherever you are. And I hope this video stands the test of time with what we are about to discuss. It always comes down to money, guys. Always, always, always comes down to money. Always. Corruption. Money corrupts. Absolute power absolutely corrupts. And now we're going to find out what's the real truth between Tyler Perry and Christian Keys and how Oprah and Meghan Markle are connected to all this mess. I hope I am wrong. I'm going to give you the what's out in the public domain. Please understand that these are facts mixed with my opinions, so I don't have to say it throughout the entire video. So let's get started with this because it's quite upsetting, really.
Because sources close to Harvey Weinstein later revealed that Oprah called Weinstein privately to show him her support and encourage him to fight back.
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And
I do not know what the silver lining is going to be on Harvey Weinstein essaying and aping with an R women. I don't know what that will be, but apparently Oprah is very willing to not go there. Because even though Oprah said that she urged other survivors to come forward, she never condoned Harvey Weinstein, ever. She cleverly avoided condemning him. And let me tell you what a predator is. You guys know that I'm a very big fan of giving definitions. A predator is a person who looks for other people in order to use, control, or harm them in some way. So if you ask me, Oprah very well fits, and Meghan and Tyler Perry, they all fit that profile. Why am I talking about Meghan Markle and Oprah with this, what's his name, Christian Keys and Tyler Perry? Because they're all connected. Oprah and Tyler had to work really hard and do incredibly shady stuff to become billionaires. To this day, I don't know how Tyler Perry became a billionaire, because he's not that much of a talented actor. He's not much of Medea, but a billionaire for that. And then we have something called All the Queen's Men, which supposedly was written in its entirety by Christian Keys, or was it? And Meghan Markle. Where I'm going with this is that Oprah and Tyler, money, obscene amount of money, gives them power, position, influence. Whereas Meghan Markle, all she had to do was marry an idiot of a very influential family, and she got all of that without even, having to sleep with Harry is not a big deal given the fact of all the things she's done prior to Harry. So, screwing Harry is no biggie for Meghan. Clearly she doesn't tolerate the guy anymore. She feels she doesn't need to do it anymore. So, but Meghan, by marrying Harry into the most prestigious, most powerful, influential family in the world, she immediately gained credibility, influence, and access to many things, to the point that she's getting the phone numbers of senators, the private phone numbers of senators, to cold call them. She's having access to people that in her dreams they wouldn't have even thought of seeing her. Okay? But now she's got that, something that Tyler Perry and Oprah had to work really hard to get. Meghan got it just by marrying an idiot. And boy, do those titles, this is why Meghan loves all them titles, because she knows that those titles open the doors, even though later on they're shut in her face because she's such a moron. But still, people are still, this is why she's not letting go of the title, guys. But where am I going with this? And where am I going with Christian Keys and that video, that YouTube video he posted? You be the judge. I'm just going to give you the info. And this is where things get weird. Mr. Ledford, Larry Lamont Ledford, sued Tyler Perry Studios and Christian Keys because he alleged that Christian Keys was not the sole writer nor creator of All the Queen's Men. We know that that is an incredibly successful show that Tyler Perry Studios is streaming. Now, Christian Keys did not sell Tyler Perry Studios the rights to All the Queen's Men. He kept the rights, but he did sell the license to Tyler Perry for him to stream and to share and to distribute. Okay, so Christian Keys has been getting a good paycheck from All the Queen's Men, which is on Netflix. I mean, it's everywhere. It's big, guys. Now, it turns out that Mr. Larry Lamont Ledford sued them, claiming that Christian Keys was not the sole writer nor creator of All the Queen's Men, and that he was a co-writer and co-creator of that play. Keep in mind that when Christian Keys signed the licensing agreement with Tyler Perry, he signed it under the pretense that he was the sole creator and owner, and whatever, of All the Queen's Men. For 3-4 years, Mr. Ledford has tried to negotiate with Tyler Perry Studios and Christian Keys for him to be paid what he claims he should be getting paid, because he's also a co-creator, co-writer of All the Queen's Men. They refused. So in March 30th, 2022, because of lack of agreement, of a lack of meeting of the minds, Mr. Ledford sued Tyler Perry Studios and Christian Keys for copyright and plagiarizing and all kinds of things. Now, this lawsuit terminated for, I don't know what the reasons are. You can actually, the court case number is there. It doesn't say why the case was terminated. I can safely assume, I think, that there was a monetary financial agreement reached by Tyler Perry Studios and Mr. Larry Lamont Ledford, okay, and with Christian Keys. It was terminated a month almost to the date that Christian Keys issued that video on YouTube claiming that he was FA'd, abused, or whatever you want to call it, by a powerful billionaire that everybody knows and loves. We know it by process of elimination, nobody cares about the other 2 million billionaires people have mentioned, but people like Tyler Perry. People know Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is beloved by Medea because he's Medea. So let's say the timing of it all. Almost a month after the lawsuit had been settled, we have Christian Keys coming on and claiming that, he has all the receipts. And what's very important is that he claims that this billionaire is still fucking with him. And the reason why this is happening right now, and this is just what I believe, guys, is because Tyler Perry has refused, after the lawsuit was terminated, settled, whatever you want to call it, Tyler Perry is refusing to go back to the same arrangement with Christian Keys as he had before for royalties and finance, whatever. He's refusing because he's claiming that, wait a minute, the agreement that I signed with you was based on the premises that you were the sole creator and the sole writer owner of All the Queen's Men, which now turns out it's not the case, and of which I had to settle a very expensive lawsuit in order to keep licensing rights of All the Queen's Men, because if you think of Tyler Perry and Christian Keys, you think All the Queen's Men because it's huge and it creates a lot of money. So this is where things are right now with Tyler Perry and Christian Keys. They're both entangled in this fight that they can't seem to reach an agreement, because Tyler Perry saying the agreement that we signed is no longer valid, and therefore I can't pay you what, because you lied to me. You committed fraud when you signed this agreement with me, knowing full well that you were not the sole creator. And Christian Keys is going, yeah, but I'm co-creator, whatever the issues are going on. So this is what's happening right now. Now, I don't know. I'm not saying that Christian Keys was not essayed by a billionaire, or that his claims are not legitimate. I'm not saying that's even Tyler Perry, although everything he said points to Tyler Perry. Okay? But this is the background of things, and this is what annoys me, because when we have YouTubers saying it's not about the money, it's always about the money. Tyler Perry finds a way to completely get rid of Christian Keys, or lower the amount of money he's giving Christian Keys, in spite of the fact that he's making a lot of money. And Christian Keys is saying, wait a minute, even if I'm not the sole creator, I'm still entitled to the previous agreement that we have, whether it's right or not. And on top of that, we have the essay that could have happened. I don't understand why people are not transparent about those kind of things. Where does Oprah come in all of this? And Meghan Markle. As I told you before at the beginning of this video, Meghan Markle doesn't have very much money, and neither does Harry, but they have incredible access and prestige. The kind of prestige that you can only buy when you're a real billionaire, not a multimillionaire, a billionaire. Like, we're looking at the type of Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, like proper billionaires. Those people get a lot of respect, not respect, but deference, access, influence, because of all the obscene amount of money they have, unless you're a royal. Even if you're a royal from the minor house, you still get a lot of access. People are they like titles. They like a prince, they like a princess, they like a duke, a duchess. They like to say, this is what, as I said, Harry was able to stay at Courtney Cox's house, even though he'd never met her. And she said, it's Prince Harry. Sure, he can stay at my home. Open door. So this is what Meghan got by marrying Harry. Not even being a talented or anything, just opening her legs, screwing that ginger in, and that's about it. And this is where because Tyler and Oprah know this. Tyler and Oprah have a lot of envy to the royal family, especially the British monarchy, because if you look at them, they're very fixated with the British monarchy. They're not fixated with the Spanish monarchy, the Danish, Swedish, nor Norwegian monarchy. They're fixated with British monarchy because Oprah has befriended Fergie. Now, Oprah and Harvey Weinstein, I mean, if you think about it, let's say Oprah befriended one pedo, but she didn't know about it. John of God. Oh, okay, one might be a coincidence. Harvey Weinstein. Two, Jeffrey E. I can't mention his last name here. We have Tyler Perry. We have, many other people. We have her scandal, African Scandal School. We have so many things that are shady about Oprah. Now, she grabs Meghan Markle. Tyler Perry reached out to Meghan Markle in the midst of everything that's coming, because these people think a little bit ahead. They know that hell is coming to rain on them. So Tyler Perry reached out to Meghan Markle because he knew that this woman is desperate to be a star. And he knew that in spite of him, of his handicap of being Black, Meghan Markle would still allow him to be in her presence as long as he bent over backwards. Tyler Perry does not send his free planes for Meghan Markle, Meghan Markle, unless there's a reason for it. Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, they're both predators. They are both users. They both know that they've done so many shady stuff, and all of it is about to come out. So what does Tyler Perry do? Oh, I know this bitch wants to be famous, so I'm gonna befriend her. I'm gonna send her my planes, because Meghan Markle uses Tyler Perry's plane as though it's a cab, as though it's an Uber, because he has ulterior motive, guys. He wants to be associated to royalty right now. Whether Meghan Markle gave birth to that child or not, or any of those children are in the line of succession in the monarchy of the British monarchy, Archie's number 6 in the line of succession. He's in the top 6, and Harry is in top 5. Tyler Perry's name is linked forever to Lily, that phantom child. And we know how the royal family like to protect people from scandal, especially those associated with them. So Tyler Perry's thinking ahead. Oprah Winfrey's thinking ahead. People think that Meghan Markle is the one who actually invested in clever brands. No, it's actually Oprah. If you look at Oprah, Oprah has not advertised anything else that has to do with Meghan Markle. She didn't advertise The Bench. She didn't advertise Spare. No. She advertised the Me You Can See. She advertised the Netflix thing because she was linked to that. She advertised the show that she did with Harry and Meghan that she calls an interview because she's linked to that. And Oprah is the main investor, one of the investors in clever brands, but she's using Meghan. Right now we have Oprah, who invested in the weight loss medication. Don't say Ozempic, or don't say the brand, just say the component of that. So when you ask people if you're taking Ozempic, they can hand on heart deny that they're taking it, because what they're taking is not the brand Ozempic, but they're taking what makes Ozempic, the lab name of the drug. So Oprah bought that. We have Meghan on it. You can see everybody who's on it. Oprah was caught now committing fraud, telling people in July that she wasn't taking it when clearly she was. That is fraud, that she was advertising Weight Watchers, saying that she would never do it because Weight Watchers was working for her, when we know that's not the case, because now, and she turns it around and changes it. Now, Oprah is incredibly linked to Tyler Perry. Oprah knew what was happening with the Queen's men. She knows Meghan is a media whore who's desperate to be paraded, I mean, Oprah and Tyler Perry are Meghan's new pimps, because Meghan will do anything to be on a cover of any magazine. Absolutely.
She just cleverly avoided the question, saying we shouldn't be making the situation just about Harvey Weinstein. Rather than talking about Harvey and the accusations leveled against him, she went on about how the situation was a watershed moment for women in every industry to come forward with their story.
Yeah, that's how Oprah does it. Word salad. Who else does word salad, guys? Meghan Markle. I mean, Oprah is like, this is the watershed moment. Women should come forward if they have been essayed, but she never condoned her buddies because they all have garbage on each other. Oprah knows what's happening with Monique, what Tyler Perry did with Monique. Now we have Meghan Markle talking that next year is going to be redemption. In order to be redemption, there has to be an apology. You have to apologize. Do you think that people like Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle are going to apologize? No. Because they think that they're always right. And they think that whatever they do to you, you deserve it, or they're entitled to do it. So now we know that Meghan Markle knew about Tyler Perry. Meghan Markle did not offer Tyler Perry out of the goodness of her heart to be the godfather of the child that she calls Lily. No, that was a transaction. You'll be the godfather to Lily in exchange for. That was not a free ride. And let me tell you, it was a very expensive ride for Tyler Perry. Because Meghan Markle does not see the children as human beings. She sees them as financial means to obtain any financial rewards or advantages or privileges. So now we have Meghan Markle, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry all together in that little salad. And we have Christian Keys, who, out of being angry because Tyler Perry sees an opportunity to continue screwing with him, sees an opportunity to swindle him even more out of it, and maybe even blackmail him into having sexual relations with him or be touched in places that he doesn't want to be touched. Wrongly so, of course. What Christian Keys may have or not have done is irrelevant to the fact that if Tyler Perry indeed has done all those terrible things. But what is worse is that Oprah, Meghan Markle are all aware of all these things, guys. But they just don't care. They allow Tyler Perry around. Meghan Markle even made him the kid's godfather. Oprah's with him in The Color Purple, and they all are aware that Tyler Perry was doing all these terrible things. Everybody's aware that Oprah is a complete predator. Meghan is aware because Meghan is another predator. She's a predator to the kids she calls her children, the husband who's an idiot, her family whom she's trashed and slandered and tried to control and abuse and caused harm to everybody, because everybody linked. And you know what's the worst part of it all? That the common denominator in all of this is Oprah Winfrey. The common denominator in all of this, all the links here, always lead to Oprah Winfrey. Just think about it. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey E., Tyler Perry, Meghan Markle, what do they have in common? Oprah Winfrey. Well, Oprah Winfrey sought Meghan Markle in the United Kingdom when she was engaged to Harry. Oprah Winfrey has never condoned anybody. And I'm really looking forward to that list that's going to be made public in January 1st or 2nd. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Christian Keys is telling the truth? Or do you think that this is a way for him to put pressure on the or on the billionaire who's trying to swindle him out of the money that he feels entitled to? Do you think that Oprah set Meghan with Tyler Perry in order to cling him to the royal family? So the royal family would feel compelled. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, no, he's not related. Actually, he is. He's the godfather of the child, of a royal child in the line of succession. Because let's not forget, unless they remove Archie and Lily and Harry from the line of succession, when the king dies, they move up in the line of succession until George has a child. We're looking at 20 years, maybe. That's what we're looking at. So do you think the royal family are going to step in to help Tyler Perry? Because there's so much filth, so much disgusting behavior ongoing. And if those two children exist, they are part of all of that. And they're caught right in the midst of a predator like Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Rachel Meghan Markle. Please leave me your comments and have a wonderful Christmas, beautiful people.